Jeez, that thing goes, eh? Jesus, gosh.
Hallo!
How's it?
Wap, kijk my titel!
This one's large and in charge. Hallo girls.
Dat was hy wat ons...
Sy's gefokus.
She's concentrating. I got this stuff. I've seen them put this in your mouth and you spit it.
Fuck! Dude, and spit on that thing, you get me?
This one actually brand new, off the showroom floor. We drove it from Toyota to the
What
shop.
model is it?
V8, so power plant V8, 1VD, V8 4.5. In Novogen stage, this is like a stage 5. So this is GTurbo, so we did a G400 titanium. So we do a full front mount cooler kit where we move everything to the front of here. Boost pipes get all redone, properly TIG welded, huge airbox intake coming in, massive power pipe coming in over here. Front mount in the front, like you saw the front mount that we have. Let's have a look at that intake there, Shruti. Let's see what so this is our fabricated intakes. So obviously intake going down to the bottom like that, but that's the kind of, that's the size that we go down to. There's an idea. This is like a record kind of power package. 350 kilowatt fly, 350 fly. We do injector upgrade, the whole boost pipe kit upgrade. We do the intakes. We go from plastic, small kind of 50, 60 mil intakes to 101 mil. Airbox on this one are custom. This is going to suck a child.
I never felt so bad in my entire life.
That's how big we've made this airbox.
Are you using a BMC?
We're using so this is a little bit bigger than what we usually do. What's it like chopping up a brand new car? It hurts when you drill the first hole, and then it like kind of feels a bit better. We've gone for a big snorkel, the biggest that we've ever fitted on. So we do a Novogen snorkel. The airbox is very custom.
You guys offer other things.
100%.
That doesn't just necessarily involve engine packages.
No, clutch. So like on this particular vehicle, clutch has to get done. Stage 3 clutch. Gearbox has to get done. We do a second and a fifth gearbox upgrade. So we give it longer ratios because these vehicles are very, very short. So we do a second and fifth gear upgrade. But you could come here and you can do a stage 1. You could do the exhaust. You could do an air filter. You can do a snorkel upgrade. You can do a clutch. You can do second and fifth. So then we go to a hybrid. Hybrid is when you take a standard turbo, upgrade internals, bigger intake wheel, polish off the corners. So in hybrid, then you can do the front mount cooler. So we were synonymous. We brought front mount coolers to SA. We took that whole performance aspect, and there was nobody doing it. The demand was there. There was a lot of guys wanting the product, but it was all Australian. And you called Australians, they weren't interested. It was shipping and costs and stuff like that. So what we know from performance vehicles, we did it all onto the SUV kind of thing. So, but then you can get everything: suspension, brakes, interior, sound, speakers.
And you cater for every make and model.
Land Cruiser, of the Land Cruiser, I'd say our specialty 70 series. So a single cab bucky, a double cab bucky, a 76 station wagon. But we'll do the 80, we'll do the old FJ40 bills, we'll do the 75, they call it the chisel nose, we'll do that as well. Realistically, cruisers of this era and time.
Pak jou boerewors en jou choppies en jou kalkoen.
Wat is een kalkoen?
A chicken.
What? No.
Voor jou, wat is het met ons voor?
Plain Jane green salad, roast potatoes, lamb chop.
Chopped, huh?
Chopped. This is not how they come. Obviously, we do our thing here. So this is kind of the dimensions and size of what the snorkel's going to be coming up the side here. It's finished up. It's in the paint shop. We're going to be putting it on.
Tell us about this wire, this like a wire pipe.
Yeah, the
What is
join.
it?
All right,
the
so
join. What is this?
from the intercooler, from here, so that's our front mount. So from intercooler, all right, so from turbocharger through the charge system, intake over here. Hot, obviously, exchange side, exchange into the bottom pipework leading through. And we find that obviously, you know, wind or air speed takes the shortest direction. So we then bank it exactly the same. Silicone bends on the end there. So we want that the airflow is exactly in precisely, not one bank. We found some other manufacturers come up and they split over here. But then what happens is the shortest route is to the throttle over there. And then they have a long wire. So what happens is obviously shortest route is going there. So we want this V8 to, you know, like kind of make efficiently four cylinder must make exactly the same horsepower. Yeah. So that's why the split, and that's why a very even split down the middle, intake. This is mass. We want to get huge volumes of air down into the turbocharger. Efficiency. So we want to cool it down by getting enough air, but as well sucking in enough air. This is one of our coolers. So this cooler, you'll see it's formed and it's finished off that the tanks are exactly where we come through the intake. So that's a formed tank. This is our cooler here. So we've gone with a bit of a black over here with a sleeper look just to try and hide the cooler when we get up to the drags over here. But usually they're in silver and they've got Novogen. So this is hidden away behind the grill over here. So this kind of look, we went with a Cerakoting with a bronze because this was the look we were trying to just get going on this van. Big black snorkel coming up there. So I'm excited.
Okay, so what do you, do they do times there in?
Not times, it's about you pull away. It's, you can,
First to the line?
first to the line, you weigh the stick. If you can 1, 2, 3, 4, you kind of roll over in fourths. So it's not a huge 400 meter. It's about a 250 to 280. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's where you're going to see what the bucky does. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, huge torque, pull away, We've got a nice set of 16s on. We've kept it with the 16s.
Yeah.
BF Goodrich tires on. We didn't want to go big on the size, but usually in general we go 17s or bigger sizes. But this purposely built. That's what this is. We're making this work for us.
Do Land Cruisers make you happy?
All day long. So back in 2020, we built a couple of the very strong kind of things. We hit the 300 mark in about 2020, 300 kilowatt mark. That was big. People were like, this is not a stage 1, 220 kilowatt. This is the 300 kilowatt mark. So we were like, hi guys, we built 300 kilowatt cruisers. So the market's followed. The trend's there. Everybody's building 300 kilowatt cruisers. And I know you're thinking, but Louis, is 300 an easy number? No, it's not an easy number. You got to know what you're doing. There's injectors, there's rescaling of piping and boost and this and this. So 300 is not just the run-of-the-mill number, but it's the number where the big boys come play. So this is it. This is one of our Legend Turbo kits. It's not washed up. This is a daily. This guy uses it. This vehicle made about 280 kilowatt. Novogen airbox. Big power pipe intake.
It's got a front mount cooler.
Front mount cooler. We shift the cooler to the front.
Yeah.
None of that heat. Obviously like normal. Anything that heat's going up makes the cooler hot. So we've gone to a front mount here.
What does this one make?
This made 280 kilowatt, 950 newtons. Novogen snorkel. So this is our snorkel. So that's the normal size. That's the 101, 100 mil snorkel there.
Yeah.
So there's always the discussion. Everybody says to you, steel snorkel or plastic snorkel? That's what everybody says. That's every time we get to an event and people say, but why the steel? You know what? Because we love building cars. Sounds like that works. That works. The look, the finish. It's an art to get it right like that. Joined up to the airbox. There's a flutter that comes back. The guy that drives it, he gets the thrill of the performance side of things. It's not just this quiet, nothing happening. This is got our GTurbo on. So
What is a GTurbo?
GTurbo is a very formulated. It's a custom built, specifically built turbo for this thing, for this engine. It's a 1VD motor. It's not a hybrid. It's you can make from 200 kilowatts up to 350 kilowatts. So it's your choice. The GTurbo is brought in, Australian built, Australian made. We bring it in. We secured the agency. One of the agencies in South Africa, so you can buy it from us, the genuine product and the backup and the support. So this is something that's like the powerhouse. You start off with a G320, you start off with a G350, you go to the 400, the titanium. On our sleeper we have the 450 titanium. This is a G350, and all the way down to a G280 for the new Hiluxes, for the new cruiser, the 2.8 cruiser. We've got a turbo for that as well.
What when you say titanium, what?
Intake wheel, titanium, the spool up, the robustness of this, how much more punishment the wheel can take. Housing's about the same, the pitch of the wheel is different, the size of the impeller size of the shaft is different, the bearing's different. And then also G320, low down torque, G350, a bit of a mid-range torque, and the G400 is a very linear, huge horsepower top end. So that would be a nice long hauler, drives his boat. So this specific vehicle, G350, low down torque, very responsive. The power's in at 2,000 RPM. With a hybrid, you kind of lose that a bit. The power comes in at about 2.5, 2.4. With G-turbos, we spool up all the way down to 1,800. The spool, the power's on. Torque maximum, we're on. So what happens is if you're not a cruiser guy and you stop out with it, if you stop at an event, 2024, all right, there's a bit of a facelift now, but the old shape, it looks like it's 10 years old. When we tell people this is a brand new cruiser, they're like, oh, this thing's is this not old? So the retro, rugged, that's what people like. And then that's the one car that you got to buy, and then you get to build it like how you want it. You want this look, you want the light upgrade, you want the snorkel, you want the grille changed, you want the Aussie bonnet. You get to build what you want. So it's the base platform, and then it's yours. So a lot of guys buy second-hand cruisers, but then he doesn't like the look and feel. He just comes back after buying it and says, I still want this removed and I want that added. Where we like it if the customer comes in and says, guys, this is what I want. This is my look and feel. This is what I'm looking for. A sleekness or a heavy outdoor look, or maybe he's an overlander. He wants to go slow. He wants to do 100 k's an hour, and he wants to sit there with his wife, taking photos. I think we've got a different market. I think our guys don't take a lot of photos. I think they enjoy the ruggedness. I think they enjoy the brute power, the noise, the brute. But at the end of the day, it's still a 4x4 vehicle. Still overlanding, still towing your boat, still towing your trailer, your jet skis, going to the farm, doing your thing. But we add the little luxury, the steering wheel with the bottom, with the buttons and the center consoles and the fridges, and that's what we add. So the guy still has, what he's looking for, When we started in the game, when we started in the business, we also thought it's just a farmer. So my particular client is someone that still then has a farm, business, construction, transport, but his daily or his toys are still Lambos, Ferraris, Porsches, daily driver, maybe a Hilux or an X5 or a Merc, whatever. This for him is his passion, his daily, but as much as his transport, weekend, tow the boat, go out. So it's not stereo, it's not at all, it's not a farmer. It's your guy. I mean, my customers walk in, they got polo jeans and he's wearing a collared shirt, but he knows exactly what he's asking for. He's done his homework, he's been on social media, he knows what he's looking for, and that's his goal. We sell him what he wants, but the options are there. He can choose. So it's not just your normal stage one, it's all the way from, like mine is a little bit over the top here, but stage 3, stage 4. So stereotype, no. So XT cab, we're the only guys who build the XT cabs. Let me show you a quick. So this here, single cab version. We strip out the interior. This is an automatic, so this is a brand new shape. As the interior is all out here, we do the hood lining, we do the paneling. So this particular client doesn't want a window. So we usually have the window portion in here. He doesn't want the window, but we're the only guys who do the cab extension. Single cab converted to an XT cab. So
why would you need an extension?
some of these guys are big. Not stereotyping. They're big they're big farmers. Some of these guys are big. So he buys a single cab cruiser, then once he picks it up, he realizes he doesn't fit in it, and he comes in, super cab. But mainly, he gets to throw his luggage in the back, he gets to put his hunting rifle in the back. It's space. It's just, he's got the space. I mean, now he can push the seat back. And I mean, we do it on the OEM, join seals, check the paintwork. So this is the load bin's coming back on. We've picked it up now. Now the load bin's done. Load bin gets married back onto the chassis. There's the exhaust built by us. That's something that we do a bit different. We use the V-bang clamps instead of the flanges. It's all Novogen, it's all tagged.
Pretty sharp, huh?
Yeah. Load bin comes on. This guy's got a bit of a theme going on here. He's going to go with a John Deere green stitching, John Deere logo. That's one of our shop seats, but it's a kind of an upgrade there. So this is the first 2.8 that we've done. This is I'll show you another one with a window in.
Yeah.
Are you a Land Cruiser fan?
Now I am, yes. But at the same time, like, you know, you own one of these, you need a petrol station in your life too. Because why do they feel the need to buy a brown Land Cruiser? Because you can't like camouflage yourself in the city. But the real reason we are is for the drag racing. And what they do on grass. Sand, bokterol, all of it mixed together.
See, John, you're so famous, but. Started life 1GR, naturally aspirated 4 litre V6. Then it ran for a long time, supercharged, TRD charger on it. And then there was a kind of a limit. There wasn't more to making power. 4 years ago, a week before Sondela, we said, why don't we take the supercharger off and let's turbocharge it? And we did it in 1 week. So we couldn't figure out where to put the turbo, so we left that for last. We did the pipe work, we did the turbo, we did the intercooler, and then we figured out we're going to rear mount it. So the turbo sits at the back. No intercooler in the front chair.
Is the motor forged?
No, stock.
So it's a bolt-on.
It's a bolt-on, 0.5 bar, and you got to kind of like respect the 0.5 bar.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go 1 bar, but then things come out the motor that we can't put back in. So realistically, this I think is the last time as a stock year at Sondela. We're going to turn up. So this vehicle is 0.5 bar, runs on a Unichip.
Yeah.
0.5 bar, that's the limit. And
But what does it weigh?
Realistically, cruiser comes out at about 2.2 tons. I would say we've shaved off. I see this vehicle gets on the scales at about 185. It's a manual box. It's not sequential. A lot of guys said it's a 5-speed wheel shifting gears. So the secret, the weight, it's light. The fiberglass fenders, the fiberglass bonnet, the fiberglass rear section. The cab is steel because that was a safety factor. I didn't want to take a chance with that. The suspension was built, and this setup is 2010. It was a dune bakkie. It was designed and built as a dune van, like racing dunes. And the owner, Jaco van Zyl, and the designer, I'm not sure who it was, designed the chassis. So that was the original design. So it currently still owns the vehicle. We've then had it as a Novogen race bakkie for the last 4 or 5 years, and we keep it, maintain it, and race it.
Where you race?
That's what we're going to show you. We're going to show you this playground. It's coming up, and that's why you're going to come with us on Saturday. So Sondela at the Land Cruiser Festival. We're going to be racing it there. It's raced there before. It's a title holder. Is
this the daddy?
This is the daddy. This is the call out. This is the when they see this van, this is the benchmark. This is who the guys want to see us. They want to see this vehicle. So this vehicle's won Sondela 3 years in a row. Last year cleaned up. The year before cleaned up. 2019 cleaned up.
This is the fuel cell.
Fuel cell.
How much fuel does this thing suck?
This thing's alcoholic. This thing charges fuel. So we fill up there. I think this has got still in the region of about 130 liters, 150 liters. So our race secret is we ride to the drags on the front tank, we deplete that, and we do our NF mix in the back here. So we keep the weight on the back. That helps us in the back. As
And
you
these
see,
big size?
Spares.
You take them off?
No, we leave them on. We need a bit of traction, so we leave them on.
This is an intricate suspension setup, huh?
This suspension, all speed. This came off the cars that were then, built for the Dakar then.
Wow.
Very, very nice.
So do you chuck some ice in here?
We chuck the ice in there, so it works as the ice and the cooler box. So we got like a dual purpose for the day. Tim's idea. I've never seen it, and he said to me he's seen this in the States. So we gave it a go, and that was it. And it's worked. It's worked for 4 years in a row. We've heard all the speeches before, and you know that race car, but I came here with my stock standard car. No one goes to the drag with their stock standard car. Come with what you got. This is us, this is our rally bakkie, this is the call-out boy, this is the one that everybody says, we want him. And truthfully speaking, I think there is maybe something that's strong this year. I hope there is. Cars have, the cruiser things evolved. There's 4.5 turbos, and there's big V6 turbo kits out there, most probably the guys are. But I think we got a winning package.
So Louis up with that monster. So I'm right here by the 200 meter mark. Let's see what it sounds like when he comes past. The 200 meter mark is here where these red flags are. So if you listen carefully, I'm sure he's almost touching fourth. I'm sure he wants to go into fourth, but he's holding back. Here he comes. He's going. Yeah. Oh shit. Sounds like his clutch is slipping, eh? Sure his clutch is slipping.
Traction was killing you. Flash. Finish, klaar. Klaar. Clutch is klaar. Where? Asala.
Ja, gaan hem af. Hy loop. Hy is baie sterk.
I've got this shit. So I'm gonna keep some of this and I'm gonna give some to Annie. Is the clutch slipping? I can smell it. I can smell it right here. So the longer I hold these, I can feel them getting soft in my hands. Like Play-Doh. How's this? You guys from Polokwane?
Polokwane.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice cab, huh?
Supporting the Mega World brand.
Yes, I see that. Looks beautiful, eh?
Yeah, it looks beautiful and it goes fast, we hope so.
Yeah. Is it modified, engine-wise?
Just slightly, you know.
Slightly.
Slightly.
Oh! Ramen Roos.
Brandy special R&R 2. Brandy special.
How's it? Is it like?
Nice, yeah, it's like
Is it sugar-free? I'm on a diet.
Yeah, no, but you can try it though.
It's just rustig, eh? Very like calm, yeah. Take your mates, have a dop, race, have a dop, race, have a dop.
What the fuck? You could have given me anything. What is it? Why did you give me a handful of book drawers?
Oh my gosh. Annie, check this.
Really?
This is the best car here.
In your small world, yes it is.
CRV. Cool, eh?
No.
Annie, what are you gonna have?
Brandy and Coke.
Say it louder.
A brandewijn and Coke.
I don't think you can come to these places without drinking a brandewijn and Coke. This event is awesome, huh?
Listen, I almost feel embarrassed with drag racing.
What?
I wish that we had this kind of setup at events. You know, something for the spectator to come and look at.
Food stalls, a lot of food, a lot of variety, a lot of things to see,
Okay.
exhibitors.
Do you know how much I paid to get in here today? 0.
Ask them if the brandy and Coke is for free. Is it ours?
Not shy, eh?
Huh?
They're not shy.
Cheers. To the Land Cruiser.
Yes, it's to a Land Cruiser.
Come on!
Achter. Jy moet jou knak kom hier. Wow. Ek gaan deur hierdie. Ek gaan deur. Jy moet my net laat gee hierso. Hoe bereid dit? Right. Jy gee my bad luck nou, Job.
It's bad luck.
Hulle gee my bad luck hierso.
Oh my gosh.
Jy het my bad luck gegee.
Wat drink julle?
Ons drink brandewyn. Wat drink ons of wat draai ons?
Oh, shit.
So most of these cruisers, well, let me actually say not most, all of them, they're all manual. You can only buy it in a manual, so there's no autos. The new auto version came out in the GT6, which is the 2.8 range.
So these only come in manual?
Only in manual. We started developing the V8 auto market about 15 months ago. It was there. So what happens is the guy, like again, the owner, drives a daily, maybe a Porsche or a Hilux or a Discovery or something like that, and then he's now going back to manual shifting of here. So that kind of makes it like he's not enjoying it. So then he came in and he said, listen, yeah, I enjoy the luxury, I want the automatic, I want the power upgrade, I want the leather seats, the sound deadening. So you'll see it's very quiet in here. I mean, we go as far as the detail as the nice leather stitching, all of that stuff. That's not standard. So this whole black pack here, which was like easy for you to like blend in, this is custom. This is us. This is Novogen. This whole black pack with the black, yeah. Because remember, it's all cream color. It's all these little extras on the vents here. That's all us. We dropped the manual box totally. Everything with it, clutch pedals, and we put the auto. So we use a Toyota 200 VX gearbox because it's built for it. The bolt pattern bolts on. We run a special module that like kind of is our in-house secret, and that controls the gearbox.
I've never been in a cruiser before.
Yes, I tell you, man, this is it. You're gonna.
I feel like I own a few plots.
So working on it, we kind of, so that's firm on the pedal, we kind of made it smoother and smoother and smoother. Nice shock setup on this, BP51s. Aussie bonnet, this is that look that I told you, big bonnet in the front, the look, the snorkel. So check the sound deadening, nothing there. So that's the snorkel, so that's the Novogen, so that's why everybody says steel or plastic, so that's the flutter there.
And the plastic and the steel.
So everybody says plastic, it's quiet, but it blends in, and then we get the steel. So the steel is noisy. It's this whole. So there's always I
like the steel.
You like the steel.
Yeah,
so this is it. So you hear the induction, you hear the suction. So
yeah,
not enough.
Let's drive with the window down. That's freaking awesome.
But so check the sound. Okay, so yeah, sound deadening. So the package it's rock solid, it's closed up. Cruisers don't sound like this.
That whole snorkel made me rock solid.
If I had to tell you, customer brings in a standard car and I take him for a drive in this, yes, he's
sold.
Yeah, he's sold.
I'm sold.
I'll
bring you mine tomorrow.
We're a bit full this week. We're going to take it in next week.
This almost feels and sounds like a G-Wagon.
Yes, there you go.
You know, the whole...
Tone, listen to the tone, the exhaust.
I know, it's incredible. Roll down the window, roll down the window.
Round that, we're gonna put the window down. That's so you know, like, so people say, like, is it worth it? I say it's worth every cent. I'm gonna tell you what the biggest thing is. You know, it's time to sell it. You get your money back. This is an OEM feel. So if I had to blindfold you and put this in this car, and you didn't know that this is an automatic, you'd think this is how it came out. This is what you're thinking.
Can I just get this?
Yeah, of course.
What do you want? I'm busy. Test driving a Novogen Land Cruiser. Because I'm being chauffeured around here, I feel a bit like, you know, okay. Alright. Thank you very much.
like that. That's the tone.
That's nice.
That's the tone. That's the tones.
I want to snorkel. On
You
my
want a
Ranger.
snorkel? We're gonna make a Ranger snorkel. So this is it. Nice NVG tag. I mean, that's how that thing sucks. That's through the airbox. That's how much it's. That's how much it's.
Did you do any R&D with this?
Yeah, plenty. You're not everybody person says. Why not facing forward? Makes 0 horsepower. Nice center console, radio, function control, cruise control. That's not a standard. This is us.
This feels way better than my Ford Ranger. I think you should just take me home. Take me home, James.
Is it going to be a bit of a cash difference?
Hey guys, thanks for watching. We've partnered up with Insta360. In our new video, we tried out the incredible Insta360 One RS Twin Edition action camera. With its unique twin edition design, we can capture both the front and rear of the action simultaneously. It's like we're right in the middle of the action. Plus, with its intuitive editing software, we can add even more excitement to our videos, bringing our audience along for the ride. The Insta360 One RS has become an essential tool in our filmmaking arsenal. If you're keen to get one, visit the Speed & Sound website and order yours now.